Question number 1, Anne McTaggart.
To ask the Scottish Executive what plans it has to invest in cycling infrastructure to improve take-up rates of active travel in rural areas.
Minister Stewart Stevenson.
We are providing significant investment for cycling infrastructure across Scotland in both urban and rural areas. On the 8th of February, an additional $20.25 million was announced for infrastructure to support active travel over the next 3 financial years. And this is in addition to the $15 million over the next 3 years in the budget line for wider sustainable and active travel initiatives, a significant proportion of which supports the promotion of active travel across Scotland.
Anne McTaggart.
The Minister will have read the Transport Scotland report on transport emissions, which concluded that the Government's transport policies could lead to an additional 17 kilotonnes of carbon dioxide entering the atmosphere by 2022. Does he agree with me that this report makes it even more essential that we have the infrastructure in place to encourage increased take-up of sustainable means of travel, such as cycling?
Minister.
I'm pleased to say that increasing numbers of our civil servants, for example, appear to be cycling. I certainly have one direct report to Minister who regularly appears with his cycling hat firmly under his arm. We do wish to see walking and cycling as very important health-giving parts of active travel being continued to encouraged and taken up by a greater number of people.
Supplementary, Michael Biaggi.
Could the Minister provide perhaps an insight into the potential that he sees in the Climate Challenge Fund being used to support take-up of active travel both in rural and urban areas? One example that I'm familiar with is the bike station, which sits just on the boundary between Edinburgh Central and Edinburgh Southern, and whether he thinks that may offer scope for further support around Scotland.
Minister.
The bike station is certainly an excellent example of work that's been done with people in the community. I visited them some 3.5 years ago, and I plan to visit them again shortly to see progress in their current initiatives, and I'm happy to update the member once I've had discussions with the bike station.